Leon County in the Gulf of Mexico. For additional reference, approximately 132 miles west of Fort Myers. We expect Tropical Storm Debby to become a hurricane overnight tonight, achieving winds of 85 miles per hour prior to landfall, which would make a Category 1 hurricane. We also expect the storm to make landfall in the eastern portions of the Big Bend overnight tonight. I don't want this to be lost on anybody in our community. We expect, in addition to the higher winds, heavy rainfall across our county. We may see 6 to 8 inches of rain widespread, but we could see higher amounts getting close to 12 or even more isolated rainfall. I know our recent hurricane history in the Big Bend has very much been a wind-focused experience, but I do not want our citizens and visitors to lose sight of the possibility for this heavy rainfall and to consider that as part of your preparedness actions. Because of this high risk of impactful weather, that is why we are here today to share information and to let you know about the monitoring that's been going on with this event. Our County Emergency Operations Center is partially activated, and our teams are coordinating with all of our community partners, as well as state emergency response team members to prepare for this event. As Leon County continues to monitor Tropical Storm Debby, our residents can never be too prepared or too informed. This is the time now to review your personal family emergency plans and ensure your disaster supply kits are fully stocked. To receive critical information, emergency information updates on this disaster, please visit Leon County's emergency information portal. You can find that online at leoncountyfl.gov/EI. Again, that's leoncountyfl.gov/EI. The emergency information portal will provide key updates on emergency information as we continue to prepare and respond to Tropical Storm Debby. You may also visit leonready.com to download a copy of our disaster survival guide and to find a host of other preparedness information to help you guide you through your final steps for preparedness for Tropical Storm Debby. And in another way to receive updates, please download the Leon County Citizens Connect mobile app. It is one of the best resources you can get for up-to-date information from the Emergency Operations Center and receive updates in real time on Tropical Storm Debby as it approaches our area. Now I'd like to turn the press conference over to our County Commission Chair, Commission Chair Carolyn Cummings. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Peters. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yesterday, as chair of the Leon County Board of County Commissioners, I declared a local state of emergency to help our community prepare for Tropical Storm Debby. Our dedicated employees and partner agencies are currently executing emergency plans as we all prepare to respond to this storm. Throughout this past week and continuing into today, Leon County has taken positive, strategic action to protect our citizens. And those actions include the partial activation of our Emergency Operations Center, the coordination of more than 60 first responders and 20 agencies and organizations, the distribution of more than 7,000 sandbags, the initiation of the Citizens Information Line to be able to communicate with timely updates to citizens and the public, and on disaster preparedness and community resilience. In coordination and cooperation with Leon County Schools, the county will open 6 shelters throughout the community beginning at 4 o'clock this afternoon. These shelters will keep members of our vulnerable population safe and secure, and Superintendent Rocky Hanna will speak more specifically on these operations later in this conference. As we have seen with the recent bicentennial storm and the May 10th tornado outbreak, Leon County is bracing for strong winds and flooding rains. These conditions could arrive as early as this very evening and could continue into tomorrow and Tuesday. From our past experiences, we know that high-speed damaging winds can present unique challenges to our community and our citizens, including downed trees that can destroy homes, block roads, cause power outages, and isolate neighborhoods from critical services. And yes, unfortunately, damaging winds can take lives. So as we continue to prepare for the worst Debby has to offer, I urge everyone to please stay informed in the hours and days ahead. But please know that your Leon County government is prepared, your Leon County government is focused, and we urge all of our citizens to begin the preparation process now. Let us be safe, let us be prayerful, and let's wish for the best for our community. And now I invite our Honorable Mayor, John Daly, to the podium for remarks. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Good morning. I want to thank all of our media partners for being here today, and I want to thank all the citizens that are watching this live streaming right now. As Tropical Storm Debby strengthens, I also want to reiterate that your city is prepared. Staff is in place to respond as needed, and mutual aid crews from the states of Louisiana and Alabama are arriving today to assist with power restoration. Mutual aid agreements throughout the state of Florida are also monitoring the storm and will respond once we have a better idea of exactly where landfall will be. We need you to be prepared as well. Finalize your personal preparedness today. I cannot stress that enough. The forecast shows Debby strengthening to a hurricane before landfall in the Big Bend and bringing large amounts of rain to Tallahassee. Also, the city of Tallahassee has sandbag locations that will remain open throughout today. The city's 3 sites are at the Northwood parcel on North Monroe, the Mike Blankenship Skate Park off of Jackson Bluff, and Jack McLean Park off Paul Russell Road near the fairgrounds. Please utilize the sandbag locations for both the county and the city if you think that you are at threat of flooding. As a Tree City USA, we love our beautiful canopy, but during these storms, trees can give way, falling across roads, power lines, and even houses. Downed trees are expected. Power outages are expected. Localized flooding is expected. Please prepare your household knowing that there could be a time when first responders cannot reach you. That said, frontline crews from electric, water, sewer, natural gas, solid waste, aviation, stormwater, traffic, fire, police, communications, customer service, and all have been training and planning year-round for these storm events. We know how to respond, and we will respond accordingly. They have been tested more than we would like this year, as referenced by the chair, but they will work as quickly and as safely as possible. Because all staff is focused on storm response, the city's administrative offices will be closed on Monday, August 5th. I encourage you to remain weather aware and take precautions. For information about city services, please visit talgov.com or the Digitally app. There you can get steps to help prepare, sign up for text alerts, and more. We are fortunate to have a highly cooperative working relationship with the county and other area partners, which create a safer, more resilient community for everyone. I encourage everybody to stay safe, be prepared, and remember, we are Tallahassee strong. I'd like to invite Sheriff Walt McNeil to the podium. Sheriff.
Thank you, Mayor. I want all our citizens to know that the first responders of our community are ready. We've been preparing for the last 4 days in anticipation of landfall here in the Big Bend. One of the things we talk about over and over year after year is our citizens' preparation. We have the gold buckets that we talk about quite often. It's now time for our citizens to act. This storm, we believe, will be here sometime tonight and hitting mostly tomorrow morning. We need you prepared. I assure you, your law enforcement units are prepared. Our first responders are prepared. One of the things we need all of our citizens to be aware of, particularly we will get through this storm. We always do. But there are some things that happen after the storm. Citizens who are on our streets, while we're trying to get our power lines and our power units out in the public, we've got road closures. We need to make sure our citizens are staying and adhering to, if you don't need to be out, don't get out. Allow us to clear the roadways so that we can do this so that no one gets hurt. We've been through these many, many times before, and our citizens have always risen to the occasion. We ask you to do that this week, this weekend, and Monday, and perhaps even Tuesday as we recover from this storm. As always, we are committed from a public safety perspective. We need our citizens committed and engaged. We have an affirmation we call All In, and that affirmation needs to be applied here during this storm. All of our citizens and our government has to be all in, working in the same direction. In that regard, at this point, I'd like to bring up our superintendent, Rocky Hanna.
Thank you, Sheriff, and good morning. I don't know that we'd know how to start a school year without dealing with a storm. We went through the same thing last year, about the same time with Idalia, and we came here 2 months ago and talked about the importance of building your bucket, Billy the Bucket. Well, now's the time to ensure that Billy the Bucket has everything you need in it with this approaching storm. As the mayor said, we're built for this. We are ready. Yesterday, we met as a district leadership team along with our principals to talk about the impending landfall of Tropical Storm Debby and the impact it'll have on our community. We also made the decision to close district offices and school operations for tomorrow, and we'll make further decisions as necessary about logistical plans moving forward for the rest of the week. In addition, at the request of Leon County Emergency Management, we are standing up 6 shelters in our community in Leon County. Those 6 spots are Lawton Childs High School, Lincoln High School, Sale High School, Fairview Middle School, Fort Braden Community School out on Highway 20, and we will also stand up additional shelters as necessary. Commissioner Cummings mentioned something about the tornadoes that passed through on May the 10th. We know that a number of residents are dealing with property loss and damage as a result of those tornadoes. We have shelter teams in place, so please take advantage of those shelter locations. I believe I named all 6 of them, but if I missed one, Petley shaking his head no. Rickards High School, there you go. So those locations again are Rickards High School, Sale High School, Lawton Childs High School, Lincoln High School, Fairview Middle School, Fort Braden Community School. And at the request of Emergency Management, we may add additional shelters. But to the residents here in Leon County, please take advantage of those locations. We have our staff, our principals, assistant principals, and other employees of Leon County School District will man those shelters. They don't have hot meals. We do have light snacks, so stop by and make sure you bring something to eat and drink with you. But again, we're proud of the role we play as a public school district to not only educate our children, but to protect not only our residents, but other residents throughout the state of Florida as they leave their homes to come to our shelters. Again, with Reese Goad and the county manager, Mr. Long, we feel faith and confidence, and we're going to do well through this storm. But again, everybody stay prepared and be safe. And with that, I'll turn it back over to Kevin Peters. Thank you.
Thank you, Superintendent Hanna, and thank you to all of the speakers for helping reinforce the message of the importance of getting prepared today in advance of Tropical Storm Debby. And again, thank you to all of our media partners for making this possible to help us inform our community of this important message. While this ends our press conference, I want to urge all citizens to get prepared today. Remember, download the Leon County Citizens Connect app to get up-to-the-minute emergency information throughout this disaster. Also, remember to visit us online at leoncountyfl.gov/EI to receive the latest updates. Thank you for your attendance this morning, and for those online streaming and listening, thank you for listening today. Just remember, we all have a role to play in disaster preparedness. For the media partners, we're not taking any questions, but we can schedule individual.